Hey guys, what is going on? It is Tavern here, and welcome to Titanfall Tips and Tricks, episode number 1. This one's going to be discussing a very basic tactical ability that probably will end up being nerfed, but it's very, very useful. This is going to be pretty much just regarding Hardpoint Domination, which you can see I'm playing in the gameplay. And this gameplay is very important to make sure you pay attention to, because I can't really exactly describe the exact way I'm doing things, but this gameplay is a great way to show exactly what I'm talking about, so make sure you do pay attention to that. The class is also very important in this gameplay. I'm not going to be including that class setup video in this game, but that will be a separate video that you have to make sure you have to check out. That will be linked on the screen and description below, so make sure you keep a lookout for that, because that is going to be very important to know the exact class setup to use this method to its highest potential. So basically, if you want to move around in Titanfall, that's fine. This isn't for you. This is for camping the objective. And camping the objective, it's not like a traditional camper would be that people look at it as a camping in a corner, and an obsolete corner, and just a random spot on the map. This is going to be at B Domination. This is B Hardpoint, I should word it as. But this is going to be camping at B Domination, and as you can see, I'm going off. At the end of this gameplay, I do end up getting 25 kills, which is probably the most kills I've ever gotten in Titanfall so far, and only 6 deaths, which is pretty damn sweet. So if you guys are looking to get a lot of kills, you might think that running around is the way to go, but honestly, if you're camping the B hardpoint, I think it's a lot more effective, because that's the dividing point in the game. You know, there's obviously the home flags, and then there's the one hardpoint that people really want to capture, and that's going to be the B flag. And you're going to see me repeatedly kill this one guy. I don't really remember his name, but MASS is what it started with. But I probably killed him at least 10 times during this gameplay. And it's because he wants to play the objective. And I don't just get lucky with so happen to shoot him in the back every single time. As you can see right here, I'm using my radar perk for my tactical. It's just the tactical button that you would use in Call of Duty. The LB. Yeah. And what I do is, you can see I'm sitting at one staircase, and then I'm just looking. I'm looking. I always activate my tactical. Then I'll look through the floor, and it highlights any of the enemies in bright red. And you can defer the grunts, spectres, and actual pilots just by the way the thing's laid out, because you can definitely tell. Like, the players are definitely more skeleton-like. The grunts are a lot thicker. Spectres more thicker as well. But you can see I'm just getting to work. I'm just switching up my spots, because you don't want to sit in the same spot the entire time, because people will definitely get used to it. So I always switch my spots. Sometimes I don't switch, sometimes I do. You know, you always want to mix it up. You don't want to be predictable, so that if you're in this corner this time, you don't want to switch to that corner every single time. You want to kind of go on and off, maybe not switch once in a while. And you can see how whenever I activate my radar, I'm looking through the floor, and I'm looking at every angle possible. And I'm just scanning for anybody that's near. But do be aware that there is a way to counter this radar. That is if you do have the cloak ability active. And some people do realize that a radar is very powerful, and they do run that cloak ability so that they cannot be seen through this. As you can see, I see a guy going up the stairs, and I get a nice pick right down below me. I wouldn't have known he was there otherwise. So people do sometimes run the cloak, but the thing with the cloak is people usually don't activate it until they're in the hardpoint already. So if you're using, as you can see, I'm not waiting for the hardpoint to go contested, and that guy just got raped. But I don't wait for the hardpoint to go contested to use my radar. I use it as often as I possibly can, and I try to catch them before they even enter the hardpoint. And as you can see, I'm looking for picks outside the hardpoint too, and then I know which window this guy's going into, and I know which staircase he's going to enter, and it's just repeating the same process over and over. And then the gunfights are a lot easier because you are already ready for them, and they don't know exactly where you are. And it's just absolute destruction throughout this gameplay. So what I usually do in most maps, this map, I just so happen to have some great spots right by the staircases. This is a spot I suggest you guys use, just right where I'm sitting on both staircases, and you can position yourself so if they walk up the stair, even if you don't have your radar up, if they walk up the staircase right next to you, you'll be able to shoot them in the back. As you can see, if that Titan was a person, I'd have shot him in the back, you know. And then I can also see the entrance to the other staircase. So if they're on the second floor and they climb up the staircase, I can see them climbing. So I'll be able to already pre-aim the top of the staircase before they're even up there. So that'll be an easy pick for them. I do have the CAR SMG on this. You can really use whatever. I would suggest an SMG. I wouldn't suggest a shotgun, primarily because if they do walk up the other staircase, you can't shotgun them from that far away, so it's going to be a lot more difficult to work with. So the CAR works perfectly on this. If you want to use the R10 1C, that would also work, but CAR, in my opinion, would definitely be the best one to go with. And as you can see, I'm always looking. You don't always want to radar just one spot. You always want, when you're on that radar, look around a bit. That's definitely one thing you do want to pay attention to, is radaring around. So one thing I do a lot, also, this shows me holding down the objective, but this radar strategy also works very, very well with breaking the objective. If, say, the enemy team had B domination, I could easily break their formation just by running up close to the B hardpoint, and then just activating my radar, and I would see everybody inside. And if there's nobody there, then boom, I walk inside and I got a nice clean capture. And all I gotta do is be ready for a gunfight. But if I walk in, it's contested, and I can just activate that radar, and I know exactly where they are. This gives you a massive advantage in Hardpoint for Titanfall. And eventually, this strategy will be a lot more common, so it won't work as effectively. But for right now, people really don't know how to counter this. Obviously, as I said, there is the cloak ability, but that isn't completely effective because this radar does have such a long range that it works so well, and it gives you a huge advantage with breaking hills and capturing them. So I believe I only lost B twice this game. Well, I lost it once off the break in the beginning, and I lost the gunfight that, I couldn't capture the hill. But after that, I only lost B once, which was to this guy, who eventually managed to kill me. And I might have actually lost it once more because I remember I got shot in the back by a Titan at some point during this game. But yeah, I absolutely go off in this gameplay. 25-6. Make sure you do use your radar. That's something that you really want to pay attention to. Arc grenades also work as well. If you see somebody highlighted on the radar, don't be afraid to chuck an arc grenade in that direction. I don't really do it that much in this gameplay, but arc grenades do work very well, and they also work out really well for taking out grunts. If you see grunts on the radar, make sure to just chuck a arc grenade in their direction. So again, if you want to check out the class setup for this video, class setup is very, very, very important. You're going to definitely need to have the right perks and stuff. And it isn't like the traditional class setup videos I've done in the past. There is some different stuff I provide that is specific for this strategy only. So make sure you do check that out. Link will be on the screen and in the description below. I'm going to stop the commentary right here. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of this absolute domination on Hardpoint Domination on Angel City. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Charlie. Charlie is under attack. We're losing Bravo. We just lost Bravo. We got Charlie. We're totally crushing it. The IMC don't stand a chance. Won't be long before we finish this fight. Hey, you're approaching Bravo. Watch for hostiles. We're losing Charlie. He's gonna hold a grudge. 2 down. IMC access neutralized. Now securing hardpoint. Halfway to securing the hardpoint. Got it. This hardpoint's secure, but I'm detecting hostiles nearby. Don't let them near that terminal. All right, we can...